Welcome back to DLD TV. I'm Emily and I'm here with Jonathan, who has been working as part of the art team in creating some of our bits and pieces downstairs. So what is it that you were working on?
Well, we actually were asked by Mark, who was coordinating the event, to put together some props that would work to be interactive for the day. So we came up with the broken prism bars window, and then the interactive wall project, where the idea was to create a brick image that could be built into a whole brick wall, and get everyone who wanted to give us a quote on what freedom means to them. So I like projects like this because it gives another dynamic to the way teachers and students work together and learn. And Kevin Abimuku has been the kind of graphic design star, co-creative director, and we developed the blank brick wall designs, and then as people give us the quotes, he's then desktop published them onto the bricks, we print them out, and then we get students involved in sticking up the wall. So hopefully it's kind of starting to look good now.
It looks absolutely fantastic in the way it's come out. And I was really intrigued by the broken bars idea of the whole of the kind of jail type look at it. I thought it was incredibly imaginative and really well, thought and designed.
Well, credit goes to Mark for that, because he showed me an image, and the whole idea that we all know what it's like to feel captive. You don't need to be in a prison, although interestingly I've worked on art projects in prisons, so I know what it's like to be in a prison, but hopefully most of us don't know, and but we can all feel trapped, whether that's emotionally or sort of, sometimes physically, in feeling free to be yourself or move around. So it's a kind of immediate visual metaphor for being trapped, but the bars being broken is showing that we can break through those sort of traps.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that has such a deeper meaning, but it's also one of those things, as you said, it's interactive, so people can get involved with it. And we've got all the social media posts going up as well, so we're really trying to spread the message. What do you think was the most important part about creating this whole thing? Was it more kind of getting other people involved, or kind of raising more awareness within the college?
Both, really. I think I've got a lot of experience inside and outside of DLD of doing projects like this, and what I really like to do is get different groups of people working together. So not just the simple concept of teachers teaching students, students learn, but actually we all learn from each other about ourselves, about life. And so you teach education and your subject and the ideas behind your subject in a really kind of open, creative way, and that's a kind of freedom for me. Education is a kind of freedom, but the most important thing for me personally is that we are all very privileged. Some of us may have had difficult experiences earlier in life, or things, whether it's losing someone we care about or having difficulties, but we're relatively very lucky, and I think it's very good for us to remind ourselves of the freedoms we have that many people in the world don't have, and realise that we are all in this world together.
The fact that we're in a college, for one, shows that we have freedom to education, whereas some countries don't even get that. So even just from the concept of it, we're incredibly lucky to have many of the freedoms that we do. And I think it is such a great way for us as a college to, as well, empower other people, empower other schools and colleges to kind of take an idea, something that we might put out, elaborate on it, and then do something within their school Freedom Day. And I think having CNN come in as well and cover the whole day was an incredible thing for us, as well as for the whole concept of the day itself. Yeah,
I think it must be good, not just for the media studies and film students, but to see how a global professional company comes in, and so you can get a real insight into where you're going in your life. But it's made me think about the internet. I have a very strong dialogue with students about the negative side of the internet, the bullying and the vanity, and it can be a very difficult thing for young people to negotiate. But this is one of the positive things, where you can actually do something really positive and realise that your ideas about freedom and respecting each other and being a global community and valuing education can be put around the world in seconds. And so someone somewhere that you will never meet is actually connecting to you and other people's ideas and saying, my thoughts, I'm not alone in my thoughts. I'm an individual, I may be not free or as free as these people, or I've been free, but this has made me think about something new.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the ties to, Me Too campaign and the Time's Up campaign as well. That whole kind of spreading an awareness and spreading knowledge about these issues, and again, they both tie in with the sense of freedom. Since
I agree, and it's reminded me that I come from a generation where we fought to equality of rights. So I went on protests about that, and it actually helps me be a more decent person, being able to treat women as equal.
Yeah.
And so you interviewing me is quite a radical act in global terms. Not in our culture, but it's good for us to remind ourselves that we are equal human beings, whatever our gender and identity.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and we'll be back soon.